back to my channel. My name is Miruna, and for those of you who are here for the first time, I am your host for the spiritual show, and on my channel we talk about all things manifesting, relationships, and intertwined with living my life in Munich, which is my dream city. And today is a very special episode because it was actually a subject that was mostly voted on my Instagram to talk about how to create your dream life. And I think it's even more beautiful because in exactly one day, it's the first year anniversary since I moved to Munich, to Germany, since I literally just packed all my life in a suitcase and took the first flight and started something new without knowing what would happen. So I'm so excited to talk about this subject and to help you create your dream life exactly how you want it. I want to start with a disclaimer. Creating a dream life is not an end result that you just set and get there and from there it's over. A dream life is something that you always kind of keep updating because you always evolve, you always grow. So what you want right now with this version of your life, maybe it's going to be different from what you want after 10 years. Maybe in 10 years you will have children, maybe, I don't know, you will be in a relationship, or maybe you want to be a travel influencer or whatever you want. Try to think right now in this moment, what would bring you the most happiness, and that is your dream life version right now. And for starters, I think what is most important when you want to create this amazing lifestyle for you is to actually decide what you want. As plain and simple as this sounds. But from there, you start to make decisions. When I say decide what you want, I want you to just think, like take a moment, take a pencil, take an hour without being interrupted by anything, and try to imagine in your head as much images as you can and feelings and everything. What would make me happiest right now? What would make me wake up every day and feel joy? How would my perfect life or morning look like? How would it look like? Would I be beautiful, I don't know, maybe to wake up in a house or in a city or with certain people around me or in a certain country or environment? Try to imagine this, because this is the first exercise that you have to do. To start imagining first in your mind. I want to give you here an example. For me personally, I always had two visions of what my perfect dream life would be like. And first of all was to wake up in a big city, in the center of a city, to dream in an apartment, to have a beautiful balcony, to just, you know, when I go out of the apartment, to be right there in the heart of everything, which is the vision that I'm now living. And the second one is that I want to wake up and just go on a balcony or in a garden and see the beach and the sea. This is the second vision that I am in the process of manifesting it, let's say, but I think it's something that I always envision for myself a little bit later, probably when I will have a family and I will want a more chilled life. But for now, in my 20s, in my early 30s, I always knew I wanted to live in the big city. To help you even more with creating visions, because I think this sometimes can be a challenge if you're not so used to daydreaming. I'm a daydreamer, so it's no problem for me. But try to imagine, like, would you like to be next to someone when you wake up? Would you like to smell something in the house, like the fresh bed sheets or the smell of coffee? Or, I don't know, would you like to have sun on your face, or would you like your sheets or bed or room to be a certain color? Or do you want to have flowers or different furniture items? How would it be like? How would it feel like? Imagine how you would wake up. Would you wake up early? Would you like to sleep in? Would you like to do certain things? Would you like to hear certain sounds, like maybe the forest or maybe the city or maybe the sea? So there are like infinite ways and things that you can do, but this is such a powerful exercise because in deep down you kind of know what you want. You always kind of had one vision that is more striking than the others, even though you have a lot of options that you want to experience. So try to go for that one first, and then comes the second part. In the second part, you will have to write everything down, because when you write down, there is a 30% more chance that things will happen. And I'm kidding you, this is science, so you better respect it, it's a fact. But at the same time, after you write it, try to go search on Google, on Pinterest, for pictures that match your mood, that match your vision. This is exactly what I did. I started to look for things that matched my vision. After I knew that I wanted to move to Munich, because this was my goal last year, I started to go on Pinterest and start to look for pictures that would inspire me, like what would feel more like me, what would feel more like home, what would feel and more like joy. And then I started to save it all in an album, and I called it Munich's New Home, I think, or Munich New Life, something like this. And I just gathered their images, and I was going there every single day, like a morning ritual when I was doing my gratitude list before moving. And I was just looking at the pictures and imagining, oh my god, yes, I will live that, I will do that, oh my god, it would feel so amazing to have this kitchen or this bathroom, or to wake up to this balcony or in this place. And I kid you not, so many things happened exactly, and I will share before and after pictures. For example, one of my manifestations that happened was this living room, because I had this kind of idea and we kind of transformed it, the one right here in my bag, kind of in the same style. And for my first year in Munich, actually my first month, it was before Christmas, so I dreamed so much of having a white Christmas by the lake in a house, and it was exactly like this, because our family is living close to a certain area like that, and we had a white Christmas that was insane. Like everything felt exactly how I had this feeling watching those pictures that I saved in my album. So I highly encourage you to do that. Write it and save pictures. And then comes the third part. Speak with people about those things that you love, and speak with people around you about the vision that you're manifesting. One, because certain people will want to help you. But second, I do want to warn you about one thing. Try to choose your people that you speak with carefully, and try to have around you people that support you, people that encourage you, and people that are dreamers or big vision people who understand the importance of dreams and the importance of speaking your truth out. You feel a little bit more confident that it's going to happen. I know last year when I was speaking about it, everything was of course uncertain because of the period of time that we are crossing right now, everything with 2020 and all the craziness happening, and there were flights that were canceling every single day. Actually, I had all flights from my hometown canceled, and I found one single alternative in a city that was 3 hours away from me, and I said, okay, if that one is still running, that is my flight ticket that I have to take to go to Germany. But when you speak it, you feel more confident again. So do it as if things would happen. Use the law of assumption to make it happen into your existence. Choose your words wisely, and imagine if I would have said, oh yeah, I will probably go to Germany, and yeah, it's very possible that I'm moving to Munich, versus what I was actually doing. Oh yes, I am right now in the process of moving, I am right now in the process of changing everything about my life. I'm so excited about it. I don't know what's going to happen, I don't know how it's going to happen, but I know that the universe is always supporting me, and I will find the easiest way possible. I never said, oh yeah, the universe is always against me or it's not supporting me. So it's a very big difference of vibration and emotion that you put into your words, and will make a big difference. And of course, here we are in the fourth step, which is inspired action, but at the same time letting it go. Don't try to make it your daily focus to like, oh, I have to put energy in it to make it happen. I have to think all the time about it to make it happen. No, it's enough that you think one time per day, maybe for a couple of minutes in your morning routine, and then you just go on with your life and do your steps, what you have to do. You will have to take inspired action, of course, because only thinking it's not going to make it work. You have to take the steps. But here it's kind of the action that you feel like coming from your inspiration, not from your desperation. Because, for example, when the flights were canceled in my city, I didn't really panic. It was more like a response. Okay, so I'm not sure what is this trying to teach me. but let me check some other options, let me check some other alternatives, because I feel that this is now the time that I should do the step to move, not later as I previously planned it. And of course, after I did the research, I found the other flight tickets, as I said before. But it was daily steps that I was doing, like preparing my apartment, preparing to, you know, say goodbye to all my friends. I was meeting with family. I was just telling them, yes, it's happening. Everything is happening. But it was a planning that I did for months ahead. It was not just something that I planned in a week or a month. So it was kind of like a smooth transition, but it started with just telling people around, yes, I am doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this. So important in your day-to-day life to simply just take each day a moment to be grateful for what you have and to create your environment in a way that makes you feel like you live your dream life. So for example, for me, living in a big city was not just about living in a big city, it was about feeling opportunities, feeling elegant in my home, feeling comfortable, feeling like a queen. So this is exactly the atmosphere that I'm trying to create on a daily basis. I'm trying to create a home, not just a house, not just an apartment. So everything that you will find around my house, it's actually giving that vibe. So for example, just yesterday and a few days ago, we started to decorate. I started to look for things that would make me feel like in the Christmas atmosphere. I like to put a lot of candles around the house, and I like to have this beautiful smell to feel like, yes, this is my home, this is my dream life. I don't know what is for you, your version of a dream life, but as I said, try to look for these pictures and try to match it in your day-to-day life as much as you can with what you can. You don't have to redecorate your whole home. You don't have to find right now an apartment that is maybe 3 times more expensive than what you live right now, but try to create with what you have the feeling of what you want to feel. Because guys, I'm telling you, this is the secret. This is the only secret that you want to know. Create the feeling and feel like that every day, and the universe will match it by bringing you even more opportunities to match this vibration of your dream life, of abundance. I really hope that you will get to live your dream life, because I know how much happiness can it be when you really live your dream and you wake up every day knowing that you are exactly where you want to be. Whether is it like living in a big city, whether it's like living on a small farm, or whether it's like, you know, traveling around the world, just try to do every day small steps that can make you feel that you are going and heading into that direction. To see people that are so unhappy with their lives because they don't have the courage to just go after what they really want and after their dream life. Guys, I hope this episode inspired you to start making the changes that you want in the direction of your dream life, and I hope these tips were really helpful for you. Let me know in a comment, are you living right now your dream life, or are you now in the process of creating your dream life, and how do you experience this feeling on a day-to-day basis to know that you are on the right direction? If you liked my video, don't forget to like it. And I would appreciate it to have you as my subscriber on my channel to grow this community to 1,000 subscribers. This is the goal that I'm working right now, and I want to give you as much valuable content as possible. Expect as well some vlogs, some more Christmassy atmosphere in the next period of time, and I cannot wait to see you again with the next video. Bye!